Welcome to another Scrapbook Monday. Today we are going to be doing a flip book. This album is made from 12 by 12 cardstock. The cover is going to be not quite navy. The inside panels, two of the inside panels, are going to be creamy caramel, and the center panel is going to be craft. On the not quite navy, this is a 6 by 12 piece, and you will score it at 2 3/4 and 3 inches, and then you'll turn it around and you'll score it at 2 3/4 and 3 inches. For the creamy caramel, these will be cut at 5 3/4 by 12. You will use the entire 12 by 12 sheet of paper with a little bit of scrap. And on both of these, you are going to score at 3 inches and turn it around and score at 3 inches again. You'll do that with both of these. And with the craft, this is 5 3/4 by 12, and you'll score at 3 inches and turn it around and score it at 3 inches again. The craft piece is going to be the middle, and you're going to have a creamy caramel on each side. And this will be the little flaps on the inside. Now, to adhere these, we are going to be using sticky strip, and put that just around the one panel on each of the creamy caramel, where they're going to join up here. On the back of the craft piece, apply sticky strip. Now, this is not 6 inches, this is 5 3/4. So you're going to have, but it is 6 inches wide, it's 5 3/4 tall. So you're going to line up the edges with your inside 3-inch score. Alright, the base is ready. It's all put together. Now, one thing I probably should have mentioned, if you want to do your own stamping, if you want to create your own background paper, then do that before you attach it while it's still flattened. Next cardstock we're going to use is So Saffron 12 by 12, and you'll cut 2 pieces at 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. These two will go on the outside edges. Okay, I've got the sticky strip applied to the So Saffron, and I'm going to remove it and put it on right here. Alright, so you have your front cover and your back cover, and then you have your inside pages. Now we're going to add decorative paper onto the insides. We are going to be using these 3 sheets of the 12 by 12 designer paper, and they are double-sided. Beginning on the creamy caramel, this inside piece is going to be 5 1/2 inches tall by 5 3/4 inches wide. And the side pieces are going to be 2 3/4 wide by 5 1/2 tall. Those dimensions are going to be the same on all of these pieces of paper. In my stash, I have a template for these little note holders. Looks like a t-shirt or a nightgown, doesn't it? Seems the easiest way to do this is put your ruler underneath the armpits and then make your score. And fold that up and get a good crease, and then go over to the back and bring these sleeves over. The little space in here where you're going to put a tag, this is 3¼ inches deep and 1¾ inches wide. I have this impressions folder from Stampin' Up. It's Manhattan Flower, and this is what it looks like. And what I'm going to do is have this be in the middle and get it centered, and I've made a pencil mark here where I'm going to cut this in half. Now I'm just going to dab. It looks a little tacky right now, but I'm going to let this dry some, and then I'm going to add some bling to it. This is Stampin' Up's Champagne Mist, and it's a shimmer paint. Now I'm going to put a little on a cotton ball. And then I'm going to go over everything, and this stuff stinks. Now after it dries, then it's going to be all shimmery and shiny. Now this needs to dry for about an hour. This is basic gray taffeta ribbon, 3/8 inch. This is about 27 inches long. I'm going to use this stamp with Not Quite Navy ink. I chose Very Vanilla instead of Whisper White. And it's 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, and then I'm going to cut a piece of this So Saffron, 4 by 3. So there. Now here is a memory book, scrapbook, little album.